Welcome to Charts Today. My name's David Linton, and today's edition for Wednesday, the 9th of June, comes to you from London. And mixed picture on the screen this morning, green and red, so no clear direction for markets. We're seeing the dollar index just heading a bit lower. We're bearish below the short-term cloud. This is my weekly, my daily, and my 60-minute chart, long-term, medium-term, and short-term view of the market. If we're above the cloud, we're bullish. If we're below the cloud, we're bearish, and the corresponding point and figure target. So we're bearish on all three time frames for the dollar at the moment. So not looking great. Key thing is, will we hold this January low? That's what we're really looking for at the moment. That means the euro is looking stronger against the dollar, bullish on all three time frames. Upside targets here long-term. 130 is really the target that we're looking to. Next, we've got 123, and if we go higher, 136. But for the moment, the key thing is we're bullish. Sterling against the dollar is also bullish. Targets the mid 140s are key here. 146 is really where we're looking to as our next target, but we've got targets to 148, 150 as well. Looking against the euro, we're sitting at 116.35, relatively flat against the euro sterling, but still has the upper hand and bullish on most time frames. Here we're just seeing on the short term just coming back into bullish, so looking stronger there. Bitcoin is sitting at $34,000 this morning. Not enough to take it short-term bullish. Medium-term, we're still bearish. And of course, this head and shoulders has played out. So we are just seeing the sell-off there. If we go below $30,000, we deactivate this big upside target. So that's what we're all watching for at the moment. The S&P 500 index was little changed yesterday. Market just struggling to push higher, and the Nasdaq much the same picture. And little change on the futures this morning. The E-mini is up 0.6%. The Nasdaq E-mini up 0.13%. The VIX volatility sitting steady at 17. We are seeing the FTSE future down 0.6% this morning. The DAX in Germany down slightly. The CAC 40 in Paris up slightly. We saw Japan was down just under a third of a percent. And if we look at the Shanghai Composite, that was up a third of a percent, so looking stronger there. The Sensex down 2/3 of a percent, but still bullish on all three time frames. Taking a quick look at the soft commodities, we see sugar is lower, but and wheat down 1%, seesawing a little bit here, just turning short-term bearish, first time it has for a little while, and corn also looking a short-term bearish. Looking at gold, we're sitting at 1888, very little change here, just holding on to our bull trends, and silver, much the same picture at 27.50. US 10-year yields sitting at 1.51%, so falling away quite dramatically there over the last couple of days, but we are still bullish there, and that means the bond future is above that critical 170 level, having jumped yesterday. The energy mix, we're looking at Brent crude looking stronger this morning. Look at targets now to 75.60, 77.80, 75.60 on the 1 minute chart as well, so we are seeing crude oil running higher. Same with WTI, and if we look at coal, 81.03 this morning, looking still pretty strong on that trend there. Lots of upside targets, 82.50, 85, 84. Keep an eye on your 1 minute charts. Emissions, this has been the big story of late. Coming off the bottom here, we've got a very big upside target there on the 1 minute chart and multiple targets. We put out an emissions report to clients yesterday, so have a good look at that. The Nat MVP is up, and we've got good upside targets here as well. Looking stronger and just breaking higher. TTF clearly breaking higher. It's really broken out there, and so looking to run on the front month contract. Looking at the winter contract, also breaking higher here, so looking pretty strong. And if we look at German power, up 1.7% this morning, it's breaking out. Very similar looking chart to the emissions chart. Breaking higher, having consolidated, and we've got an upside target of 68.50 on the 1 minute chart. Watch that on your OTC data. Those 1 minute targets are really key. And Nordic power down 1.2%, bucking the trend. We were neutral this week on Nordic power, just purely because we were teetering around the cloud. That's it for today. Until tomorrow, happy charting. See you then.